Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another fast Descendant video. So today I have a Serena build for Void Erosion Purge 30 because that is the main activity I am currently doing, and also I haven't really played Serena much recently because I'm a little clumsy with her, especially in Void Erosion Purge 30. I tend to bump into the doorways and things like that. So I thought I'll make a simple build using the dagger we already used with VESA. By the way, you can use VESA as well. I've been mostly playing with VESA. I made a video a few days ago, so check that one out. The dagger is exactly the same. And another thing about the dagger here, with ETA 0, you are getting a couple of components this weekend, I should say, with ETA. So synthetic fiber, and we have blueprint. So 2 of the 4 components are being given away from ETA. The dagger is a mission. The farming for the dagger is a bit annoying because we have to run the normal difficulty, but at least this will make your life easier if you are in the market for another dagger. So you can get these and set up your dagger. So I'll just quickly go over the dagger build and then the VESA build, the Serena build. So with the dagger, firearm attack, critical hit rate, critical hit damage on the options, and the 4th option I have chill attack. You can go with the weak point if you wanted. Over here in the course, we have 2 firearm attack cores, orange ones, 2 green ones. I have 1 fire rate and also magazine. And in the free slot, I have used a chill attack. You can use critical hit damage. You can use weak point damage if you wanted. So either is fine. The build itself is very simple. Again, haven't changed anything from the VESA build. Action, reaction, rifling reinforcement, 2 weak point mods in weak point sight and have aiming. Expand weapon charge and concentrate support ammo for more ammo. This also gives you like more crit damage, concentration priority, fire rate, better concentration, and chill enhancement. Now you can play around with multi-hit if you wanted, because the gun doesn't do a lot of multi-hit, but with Serena you can use it simply because you'll be doing hundreds of millions of damage, and so even this 0.06, if you mod it and increase it a little bit, it will also convert into a lot of damage. So you can do that if you wanted. Now for Serena, this is the build I'm using. We are basically using everything besides skill power. Okay, so skill power is not what we are using. We are using the gun in combination with our HP. So focus on fire, focus on singular. We don't need these to be enhanced. You can use a basic one as well. We are only using these for the cooldown. And then we have 2 more for cooldown, nimble fingers and MP conversion. We have expansion for range, increased HP and HP amplification for HP, skill extension and maximize duration for duration. This will give you a lot of duration. This will reduce skill power, but like I said earlier, we are not using skill power, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, that is it. Conservation as well, maximize conservation. This will reduce the cost. Now, if you look at the 4th ability and the redemption's judgment section, the whole build is made around that. Okay, so at the top, if you see cooldown 110 seconds, we have dropped it down to 20.1. Redemption's judgment duration is 24.3 after our modding. We want it to be a little more than the cooldown, so we have more than 4 seconds cushion here. So you could, swap around one of the duration mods and use something else if you wanted, but that is plenty. Now the second section, range, radius 8 meters, we have increased it to 15.4. Now this 15.4 is because we are standing in Albion. If you were in a mission or something, you would sorry, who was this again? I can't tell them sometimes. Bunny, I think. Anyway, so so where were we here? So with the duration, when you have your quantum domains active from your inversion reinforcement, this 15.4 will increase to 16.3. So you will be at max range, which is 200%. Then we have the additional damage, firearm damage times damage multiplier, max HP times 0.8, which has been capped recently to 312%. So for this, we use components that give us the most HP. I'm using 2 pieces of ascending armory, 1 piece of annihilation, the memory, and 1 piece from Hunter, the processor. All of these have 646. These 2 are 2 pieces together, so they'll also reduce our cost further, 6.5%. Now with this one here, you can use any reactor with cooldown and duration. You don't have to use something that matches Serena, because like I said earlier, we are only using all the duration, cooldown, and those things. We are not worried about skill pumps. So any reactor, and you don't even need to have the mounting. So this is basically the setup for Serena. For the Arche Tuning, I've taken as much HP as possible. I've taken some fire resistance because enemies in Void Erosion Purge will do fire damage. So you can see here fire resistance, we're getting 15.356. We're getting some HP, and then we are taking some firearm attack, weak point damage, accuracy. We have to kind of take this because we want to go here, get this one. And yeah, any you can squeeze in. I've skipped the multi-hit for this build. You can try if you want it. That should help as well. But this is a simple setup here to get some HP. Once again, we are not using anything from the skill section. And when we go here into the reinforcement, I'm using Adrenaline Rush to give us more speed when we kill enemies. You can take Aerial Maneuvering Radar once again if you are using a gun that is giving you more multi-hit, or even if you want to use it with the Dagger. You can also use this one if you're using Malevolent. For the attribute, I'm using Chill Focus Rounds because enemies are weak to chill. And then I'm using Ammo System. When landing a critical hit, reload time improves, etc. You can use this one. This will give you more weak point damage if you land a multi-hit. So I suppose this one might be better even without too much multi-hit modding. So yeah, so that is basically the Serena setup for Void Erosion Purge 30. The reason why I'm making this is because I wanted another option besides VESA. I'm trying to get the 1000 clears of Void Erosion Purge 30 for the badge medal, sorry. And so yeah, I thought why not work on this next. I've already cleared all the cosmetics from the ETS 0 because it was surprisingly easy to get all of these. You get a lot of 600, 700 drops. 100 plus is very common, and even minimum you'll be getting 30. And so if you go in a public match, a lot of the times you'll finish the fight in 20 seconds, and then if you get lucky, which is actually quite common to get lucky with the big drops here. You can see here I had like 5 or 6 Tormentor skins, and yeah, that was about it. I cleaned up everything in maybe 5-6 hours maximum this weekend. So with this done, my next priority was to work on the Void Erosion Purge 30. I still have a long way to go, so I'll work through that slowly. I'm not farming for the mutant cells as such, so yeah, I'll focus on this in the meantime until we get some more announcements about what is coming next and what we can prepare. I have like over 100 crystallization catalysts sitting in my inventory, so I'm good. I'm just sort of finishing up minor things, finishing the Arche tuning for some of the Descendants. I have 1 or 2 other builds ready, but yeah, I thought let's work on this next. Anyway, hopefully this was useful for anyone who was interested. Make sure to check the VESA build as well. That was also specifically made for Void Erosion Purge 30. So you can switch between Serena and VESA. I'm a little clumsy with Serena, so I prefer VESA, but both are fine. Serena will be faster if you have good aim. Also, I'll show you some footage. I was hiding the damage numbers because it's easier to hit the weak points with that. So you can use that tip as well. So I'll leave you with a little bit of footage for Void Erosion Purge 30 with Serena, and I think I had a Luna. So that was an interesting one. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.